Business now, Deputy President Cyril Ramaphosa has hailed the introduction of a national minimum wage as historic. He says the wage at 20 Rand per hour is not a living wage, but it's a start. Representatives of government, business and labour meeting in Nedlac have agreed to the wage after input from an advisory council. It's now due to come into effect in May next year.
The national minimum wage will go a long way towards improving the lives of some 6.6 million low-income earners. Government has given itself until 2018 to go through the legislative processes to establish a national minimum wage commission that will oversee implementation. The agreement was signed by all parties except COSATU, which requested more time to report to its Central Executive Committee. There are, however, concerns that jobs will be lost in the process.
Treasury did do some models early and found out that at particular levels we will lose quite a number of jobs. The panel reached a conclusion that whilst they recognize that, it is still important for us to look at the 6.6 million workers who will get additional income and be able to balance that with the number of jobs that could be lost. So, for instance, Treasury came up with a figure that if you went to 3.4 million, you could lose between 500,000 jobs or so, and slightly more.
Sectors covered by the sectoral wage determination will be phased in over a 2-year period. Those that employ domestic workers will have to, in the meantime, pay at least 75% of the minimum wage, and farmers will have to pay 90% of it.
The agreements on minimum wages through collective bargaining, they are not going to be affected except if they are lower than the national minimum wage. So same thing will apply to the sectoral determinations. For example, as we have said, the issue of the domestic workers and farm workers, we have agreed that they should be phased in approach within 2 years. So that will be the process, because we want them also to be part of the national minimum wage.
Businesses which find it difficult to comply with the minimum wage will have the option of asking for an exemption. Gloria SABC News, Johannesburg.
Well, to discuss